President Trump, John Dowd, and Ohio Congressman Jim Jordan. John Dowd, let's start with you. Am I wrong on anything?
Oh, you're right on the money, Sean. Right on the money. We're looking at the tip of a coup. They were trying to take this president down.
They're trying to take him down. And you said, why is Robert Mueller allowing this?
I don't know, except that I think he's part of the problem. At the beginning, he was Rosenstein. They all pulled together, and they all wanted to take the president down. There's no doubt in my mind.
Okay.
Bob Mueller broke his word to me.
Yep. Keep going.
Bob Mueller broke his word to me that he would get the job done if we gave him all the information. We gave him all the information. He found it all to be solid and honest and nothing missing. And then he's dragged his feet for another year. And it's a disgrace. And the only effect of that stalling is to hurt this president and to back him off.
How he's been able to be so successful is a miracle.
And
Jim Jordan?
Seeing why it was hatched.
Yeah.
Jim.
Sean, our system of justice is built on the truth. So many people involved in this have not been truthful in my judgment, but most of all, Andy McCabe lied 3 times under oath, faces a criminal referral from the inspector general, fired. This is Andy McCabe, and he's also under investigation by the Justice Department as we speak. Andy McCabe, the ringleader in that critical 8 days. This is so important. The 8 days in May between the date that Comey was fired and the date then that Robert Mueller was named special counsel. During that critical 8 days, all the top people, Baker, McCabe, Strzok, Page, were plotting ways to go after this president. That is what's most alarming, and that's why it's most important that we get Andy McCabe under oath in front of our committee to answer our questions.
What about all these other players, Jim? What about them? What about Comey? How many of these people do you believe broke the law?
Here are the 2 most important. Rod Rosenstein, Andy McCabe. Andy McCabe can't be trusted. But here's what's interesting, Sean. He's now the 3rd person who has told us that Rod Rosenstein was serious about removing the president from office, serious about wearing a wire, recording the commander-in-chief in the Oval Office, serious about using the 25th Amendment to remove the guy we all elected president of the United States. That was Rod Rosenstein. And that conversation happened in those critical 8 days.
What about Comey's role specifically in all of this, Congressman?
Jim Comey, too. But right now we have 2 guys saying 2 different things. We got Rod Rosenstein and Andy McCabe saying 2 different things. We need both of those guys under oath in front of a committee where we can this is how our system works, where we can ask them questions and we can evaluate who's lying and who's not.
James
Those
Comey,
are the 2 most important witnesses.
James Comey signed on to the first FISA warrant, October 2016. James Comey went to Trump Tower in January 2017 and said it's salacious, the dossier, but it's unverified. The bulk of information was the dossier. He lied to the president-elect, or he lied to the FISA court, and didn't all of them consciously lie to the FISA court because they didn't verify it?
All true, Sean. I'm not disputing any of that. But here's what we know. Rod Rosenstein said he didn't say that he was trying to invoke the 25th Amendment, actively pursuing removing the president from office. Andy McCabe and 2 other people who we've deposed in the Judiciary Committee say that he did. I want those 2 guys in front of our committee under oath. Instead, what's Elijah Cummings doing?
On a scale of
Elijah Cummings is bringing in Michael Cohen instead of bringing the 2 guys that we need to have in front of our committee.
John Dowd.
Sean, what we need is a special federal grand jury instituted by the Attorney General and appointed the toughest prosecutor he can find, and you call them all in. I'm sorry, Congressman, but the committees of the Congress have completely failed us. They haven't followed up. They only work 3 days a week. You need a grand jury running 7 days a week to pull all this down and all together. No more inspector general, no more kicking it down the road. And you can get this thing done in no time.
All right.
I'm always
country's at stake. All right. A mini monologue. President, national emergency. I told you this would happen. I'll explain it all the behind this.